Alright, so back out here, taking some measurements because we're actually working on the countertop, getting that stuff prepared, and getting the shape of this. And what I've done is this here. Hopefully you can see that. Let me turn the camera around. So what I got is the measurement here. So the length of it, which is the back, will be 8 feet long. Then it's going to be 31 inches out from the wall. It's a wide countertop, but that's because of the water tank we're covering up. And then this end, this will go out 40 inches to the peak of the curve here. And then I just got to determine how wide we want the curve. And I think this spot is going to be about 1 foot, because this will be kind of where we sit, like a little bar area that we'd sit and eat. So I'm just getting the measurements on this board. I'm going to take it back and start laying out the boards for the countertop. Alright, it's going to be hard to see what we did here because I don't have the wide angle lens, but we got an 8-foot sheet of plywood, and I basically clamped down a piece over there. That's going to be our back edge of the kitchen countertop, and we're going to come out our 31 like we said, and then you'll be able to kind of see what we did over here. I drew the curve in here, and then it comes back to the 31 that'll come across, and all we got to do now is basically lay the boards in this blank area until we've got it all filled up, as well as enough that's going to take up this spot here. And once we know we got exactly what we want and a few accent pieces laid in here, we'll disassemble it all and glue it. But we'll lay paper down onto the plywood first, so the glue will stick to the paper, and then we can just sand the paper off, and we don't glue our countertop down to this sheet of plywood. Well, welcome back, guys. I'm not going to talk a lot about this because it's very similar to the other cabinets I made in the kitchen. But I'm actually back here in the bedroom right now. Well, there's no bed in here yet, but I am back in the bedroom, and I'm working on the upper cabinets in back here. And for these, I'm going to go further down. The wires will be in the back here, not like a little bit different than the front. It'll be a little bit bigger cabinet, and I'm not going to be putting all the dividers in because I can fasten this thing on both ends, so it'll be good and secure. Right now I'm working on my face plate. These are just sitting in place so I can get my measurement. And now I'm going to actually assemble this because I'm going to start. These are the uprights right here, and I'm going to pocket hole screw all these and then get that thing put together. So that's kind of what I'm working on today, a little bit here and there. I am over Mom's house caring for her today, so she's inside there. However, my brother's working on his bus as well, and right here we have a monitor. There's Mom right there, and my brother is over here working on his bus. I can't get close because if you want to see what's going on in his bus, you have to go to his channel. But he also has a monitor up at the front too, so we both can kind of come and go and be right here for Mom if she needs us. And again, we still take care of all our meals and all that good stuff. But this allows us to come out here and do some stuff, and gives her a little bit of freedom. Right now she's watching The Twilight Zone. So I gotta get back to work. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by. Alright, well, not really, but slightly nervous because I'm getting ready to drill the first hole down through the floor of my bus. I'm working on the drain, freshwater tank drain, so if we get into cold climates, we have to drain it. And that's what I'm putting together. So let me show you what I've got going here. Okay, now I know many of you are going to say, why are you using gas fittings? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I have tons of it. I have all kinds of fittings. I'm not going to go buy anything that I already have access to for free. I have the correct pipe fitting going into the tank, and then then it transfers over. It's two different styles, but this is the piece that transfers it from one style to the next. And then I've got an elbow, then I got a gas valve here, and then I got this piece of hose here that I'm going to heat up, get on the end down there, and then that's going to go down through my bus. And when I need to drain it, I can just come in here, drain, open this valve up, drain it from inside, and then close the valve. So that's what I'm doing. I got this small hole saw here I'm going to use to get this hole down through the floor. I'll try to keep the camera in here when I do it, but I'm not sure there's a lot of room. Where this drain is on this is in my little area here that is kind of the water closet, is what it's really going to be. So let me get set up here so I can get this hole drilled, and I'll try to show you a little bit along the way. Alright, hopefully you can see I made a mark on the floor here. I just held the pencil up against the fitting and then just kind of scribbled a little bit on each side. from a distance, and this is where I'm going to put my hole. The only thing I hope, I went out and checked, there's nothing in the way other than possible cross member for the bus, and hopefully I missed that. So we're going to go ahead and cross our fingers and drill this hole. Oops, got a problem with this thing. Alright, through the first layer of plywood. Let me get that. Alright, so I'm through the plywood, that's out of the way. Now I'm going to get through the insulation. So the bit itself, the metal drill bit, is into the metal floor now. I just got to get through that. Okay, the metal bit's through. Let me just get the insulation out of the way. Alright, so now you can see daylight. So I just get the insulation out of the bit and then finish down through the thin metal floor, and hopefully there's no cross member there. Back here it goes, the last little bit. Oops. Okay, I'm through, and there is the drain pipe. Well, hopefully you were able to see that all right, and I just got it temporarily sitting through here. But again, it's just going to come out of the tank up here. Then it's go down. I'll have my shut off because it's in the on position right now, so it'll be off. Everything's loose, it's just sitting here. And that's how it'll sit when we have water. Actually, most of the time that's how it'll be. And if we decide we want to drain the tank for whatever reason, then we'll just turn that valve and drain it off. So the only other thing I got to do is seal around the hole there so it's a nice tight seal and nothing can come up inside there. Another little project done on the bus. Well, not done I guess, but getting there. Right now I am jammed here in the water closet because I am working on putting the drain on for my freshwater tank. So there it is right there, going down and then through the floor of the bus. So it's all just loose and sitting here for the moment because nothing is in its permanent location. But another little thing complete on the bus. So we're getting there. I don't know if you can, yeah, I guess you can see it right down through there. And there it is. Alright, so I've been kind of tucked here into the what I call the water closet. I know it's the old-fashioned name, but this actually is going to be a water closet. All our water will come in and out of this location, down on the floor here and up to showers, sinks, whatever. And it's narrow, it's not as wide as a shower area. So anyway, basically what I'm working on today was putting in the freshwater tank drain if we ever have to drain it for whatever reason. So it's all just sitting there temporarily, but it is down to the whole floor. It's the first hole I've drilled in the floor of the bus. So we have to seal it all up, but that's all in place. Now you might be asking why I'm using these type of pipe fittings, and it's gas fittings. The reason is because I have tons of this stuff and it's free. You know, I have all the proper fittings to go in through the tank here and then transfer over to pipe fittings and go down into this hose, which will be clamped on here. And the price is right. So that's why we're doing it, and it's just a low pressure drain anyway. There you have it.